Well, here I am with a brand new Triumph Street Triple 765. It's the incoming model. It's absolutely beautiful, and Triumph promised about 13% more power, roughly. The last bike was absolutely blistering. I owned it myself for about 2 years, absolutely loved it. I'm going to jump on this now and see how it compares. Initial thoughts are the riding position feels pretty much exactly the same. The engine has still got that beautiful triple note, sounds a bit like a lightsaber. And I have to admit, it is pretty much my favourite sounding engine, at least. It's lovely. It's a bit of a masterpiece, really. Now, the outgoing Triumph 675 model, for instance, which is one I had, was an amazing piece of kit, and this is going to be a very, very, very difficult act to follow. I'll be very interested to see how much they've improved this bike and what changes they've made. The styling has changed a little bit. They've kept pretty faithful to the original model. Lights are a little bit dull brown, not so aggressive looking. The obvious addition is this new colour display that really is a computer now, more than just a display. There's all sorts of very interesting whizzy things I'm not going to bother going through, because I want to ride this little beastie and see how it handles. Handling is absolutely sublime. It's about 2 kilos lighter than last model, and I can already feel that difference. It counter steers beautifully. The power is already feeling pretty naughty, I have to say. Handling is gorgeous. Really starting to get a bit more of a feel for it now. Try and get between these cars. Brakes are good. They're good when you want them to be, that's for sure. That is very nice indeed. Now, street triples, if you're new to motorcycling, or at least new to the street triple, it was always marketed really as a stripped down version of Triumph's now obsolete flagship sports bike, the Daytona 675. And it had a lot of similarities. It's a very different bike, really. I own a Daytona, and I can testify that it's a very different bike to a street triple. But it was marketed as a stripped down version of that, and I think that's kind of a fair way of putting things. But if you jump from one of these onto a Daytona, you would see the difference in power quite immediately. This one, however, seems to have quite a lot of mid-range. It absolutely flies, this piece of kit. Like pull off a shovel. Love it. It would be great to go and take it somewhere I can really open it up, but I'm quite time limited. I've got about an hour on this today, and my friends at Triumph very kindly let me have it for that long. But saying that, you know, the word street is a bit of an indication really that it is a street bike. It's one of those real fun all-round bits of kit. Happy on these little back roads, A roads, busy London streets, day or night. It's a very, very versatile piece of kit. Long motorway rides, etc. It can do them, but in awful weather, strong wind with any luggage on this thing, you'd rather be on a bigger bike, I'd say. I've had these things out on track. I have one around Snitterton, and it is a great track bike, it really is. Okay, it's not a still sports bike. It hasn't got the same riding position, but it's still very, very capable. Power-wise and power delivery, you can tell it's all there, you really can. Engine braking is very nice. It's very ego, this thing. It's like a spring rabbit with a rocket up its bum. It really is. It wants to go. It really wants to go. It's very lively, and it feels very, very eager to please as well. If you're looking for a street bike, what we call nakeds these days, not quite street fighters, I'd say look no further than one of these. Speed triples are the steroid version of these things, the much bigger version, a bit more macho, but they don't handle as well, they're not as light, and I think you've got a lot of weighted power on a speed triple. Loads and loads of power on those things, but no fairing, so you're going to be very, very limited at above motorway speeds, which you can't have on any bike without a fairing, unless you're really hardcore and like going at ridiculous speeds and getting your head right in there. I prefer a screen personally. This bike absolutely loves these roads. Shame I'm stuck behind the car. I'm going to get around this very, very soon, no doubt. Which I can do very easily. But lots of power there. You're going to have bags of fun on this if you buy one, that's for sure. Is it an ideal beginner's bike? Is it an ideal first bike? Well, I'm not too sure if this particular model is A2 or not, but either way, as a first bike you'll have no problems with this whatsoever, you really wouldn't. Very lightweight, very agile, very friendly, and the power is very usable for sure. It's all there if and when you need it, but it definitely isn't an imposing machine, that's for sure. It's going to feel a little bit heavy like any big bike would if you're a new rider, only just pass your test, but it's not. It's a very, very lightweight, easy handling bike, and you're going to get used to it very quickly indeed. When it comes to the cool stakes, yeah, it's a very cool machine. You're not going to go wrong with one of these. You rock up at the Ace Cafe, you're going to be on a cool bike, that's for sure. Quick shifter that only goes up, unfortunately. Down would be great. I thought that would really be something they would have actually done with this, but up is fine, and it works beautifully, very smooth and easy. I'm actually pretty much in love with this. I've got to say that I fall in love with motorcycles quite easily. I love all motorbikes. This is amazing. Is it 10 grand worth of amazing? Yeah. Can you put a price on fun? Nah. Definitely not. If I was in the market for a naked bike, which unfortunately I'm not at the moment, I've got my bike collection pretty much covered, I'd bet one of these, definitely. I can't see why you want anything else. If you're going to be sort of riding a bike every day and commuting and do pretty much everything on it apart from long distance, and you want a bit of comfort and a very comfortable riding position, you're not going to go wrong with this. Great buy. The motorcycle press, who I don't really trust, generally speaking, they're kind of obviously bought, I think, by manufacturers, you can tell, rate this bike amazingly, and I have to agree with them on that. It really is absolute cracker. It really is. I love it. I'm not too sure this has got cruise control actually, but if it has, that would be a very nice and welcome addition. it a bit of a go, shall we? For an emergency stop. Okay, that's good. Probably would have killed a rabbit there, but hey ho. They definitely work. I would assume they're Brembos. Yes, they are. Awesome. Indicators on this can be self-cancelling if you like. You've got a few options. The TFT display is quite impressive actually. You've got a number of rider modes on it. You can go from road, race, rain, etc. And you can have a bit of adjustability with those apparently as well. Rain mode's always welcome. Traction control is a really good addition to this bike, which the outgoing model didn't have. And I've found on my daily bike, my GS, the traction control has definitely kicked in and saved me a few times. There's a button here with an M on it, which you can use to skip through the rider modes. We'll go through them, we'll put it onto track in a minute. There we go. Select that. Yep, that's definitely a bit snappy and a bit more urgent, that's for sure. I could ride around like this all day long very happily, maybe not so much in the wet. Oh, the torque on this machine's great. We'll stick it in first, we'll do a bit of a pull away. Yeah, very nice indeed. There's more than enough power there. Very good indeed. Yeah, this would definitely deserve a place in my my bike collection, really. I mean, the handling on this is lovely. Counter steering is spot on. Everything, a proper push-pull on the bars there is absolutely pinpoint accurate. Definitely very, very good. So, with all new models, you'll find some models are just kind of slightly revised. And they're kind of like tokening models really. They do special editions of this and special editions of that with fancy letters and numbers after its title. And some of them are a bit of a waste of time. But this is a definite improvement on what was already a really amazing bike, and it's lovely, absolutely lovely. I've only been riding the bike a short while. Do I have any actual niggles about it? None whatsoever. I think this is pretty much a standard machine, and for once I can actually say I'd be happy with the standard machine and not want to change anything. Barrow mirrors are something I've never really been a fan of. They've got a slightly retro feel to them, I think anyway, and I've always found them a little bit unusable. These on the other hand work perfectly, no problem there. I did prefer the look of the mirrors on the old bike, which other people absolutely hated, but personal opinion, it would have benefited very much from the addition of a downshift on the quick shifter. For a revised machine or a new machine, with lots of extras. I mean, the TFT is in the computer, in fact, it's amazing. It could really have done with a downshift on it. Other than that, no. The styling isn't amazing. I don't think they've done any amazing improvements there. I think the light's a little bit too dulled down for me, a little bit too kooky, and they could have done with being a bit more aggressive. But these are all just personal silly niggles, really. The bike itself is cracking. I really like it, so definitely for me. And I think anybody that rides this and would have a problem with it, oh well, it's this, it's that, it's not much of this, hasn't got enough of that, no. I mean, it could benefit from a screen, but it would kind of ruin the aesthetics of what it really is, you know. I really like it. I think it really likes me. Traffic today is very light, average around town traffic. So I can't really comment on filtering or anything, but judging by my old bike, I mean, it's going to be brilliant for filtering. It's a very narrow, lightweight bike. It's no wider really than your average mountain bike. Put the shoulder check there. One very important word about this machine is that because the street triples are so amazing and very lightweight and very manoeuvrable and compact, they are also very popular with bike thieves, and I mean very popular. They're pretty much at the top of the bike theft list when it comes to geared motorcycles, you know, without the moped kind of range. They love these things. They use them for stealing bikes with and for general shits and giggles because they're great stunt bikes. So if you're buying one of these, well, like any motorcycle really, you really need to keep this under proper lock and keep it at home. Buy yourself a good Almax lock, a good Abyss lock when you're not at home, a really good disc lock. Try and lock it to something, and really never take your eyes off your bike if possible. If I owned this, it would not leave my sight unless it was safely locked up at home, fully alarmed, properly chained up and immobilised with CCTV the lot, because these things are in great demand. Around the mini roundabout. How does it handle mini roundabouts? Very nicely and easily. Get suspension over a speed bump, no problem. So a nice bit of slow rolling at a junction here. Is this guy going to let me in? There he is. Try a bit of filtering, shall we here? Yep, all good. So I'm coming towards the end of my ride now. This bike is amazing. It's a shame I really couldn't take it somewhere and wring its neck out, but we'll have one final blast, shall we? There we go. Oh, lovely. Happy days. So, the big question, yes or no? Definitely yes. Definitely yes. Absolutely brilliant bit of kit. Big improvement on the last one, which I didn't think needed improving. How wrong was I? And at 10 grand, worth every penny. By far. Love it. Well done, Triumph. You triumphed.